Welcome to News on What We Choose with Danielle and Dami.
Grab a seat, get the news, and come hang with us.
Cheers.
Ooh, are you double fisted?
Yes, sparkling water. Blackberry cucumber LaCroix. So good.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
And then this is Aveline, I think. Yeah, Aveline Cabernet.
Hmm.
I haven't had a red in months because it's summertime and I don't like having
Yeah.
reds when it's hot out. But for some reason, I was at Sprouts and I was like, that
Yeah.
sounds lovely. If I put it in the fridge for a couple hours, get it chilly.
Hmm. I think also because you're like in fall mode, like you're
Oh,
willing
yeah.
it and it's happening. We're almost there.
Oh, my whole entire house is like, if you step outside, you're like, yuck. And then if you come in here, you're like, man, it's frigid. I need a sweater.
You are summoning
I am.
fall and winter.
I really,
I am
really am.
I think too, because like in Oakland, we don't get super hot summers. Like there's like a few days here and there where you're like, okay, glad we have AC. But like this morning, it was overcast and
Oh, yeah.
65. It
It
maxed
was
out to 70.
overcast here.
Yeah.
It literally made me feel so happy. Like I have the opposite of seasonal depression, that's gloomier and rainier. Oh my
Yeah.
God. It's like kicking my heels,
Hmm.
jumping for joy, singing in the rain. Like I am the happiest you've ever seen when the weather is garbage.
Yeah. I like both. I can appreciate both. I can definitely like burn in the sun and not worry too much. I think having very pale children has changed my outlook a little bit on that because now I'm just constantly rotating. We talked about this like spraying them. Shh, like I am the mister. Shh.
Like, and now you have to like double fist them, just be like, children, stand both with the blankets, stay still. And then you're like,
Yeah, pretty much. What have you been up to since we last recorded and cheers?
well, speaking of just calling Halloween to come sooner, uh, yeah, I've just been like jam-packed with like spooky time, spooky season. Like you have no idea. Uh, I don't even think anything summery related ha has transpired. But went to Edgar Allan Poe Speakeasy on
Oh,
Friday. So I
ooh.
dressed up, had crow feather shawl. My cousin's wife, aka also my cousin too.
Mhm.
Um, she dressed up as like pretty much like a crow vampire.
I love it.
So we were like literally photographed so many times because we were like the people who went all out.
Oh, yeah, I love that. That's so
So
cute.
we literally were like the only people that like went that far. Like most people were in normal clothes or like all black. No, no, no. We look like we should
Like
be on the
we're
cast.
going for this.
Yeah, where we went to a bar after, like for one last drink before we got came back home. And we literally at the bar were like, "Oh, were you guys in a show?" But overall, it's such a fun time. So they had four different performances of Edgar Allan Poe's work, and then each performance had a cocktail that was themed to the performance.
Huh.
So, it was-
Very fun. Of
so
course she would find. Did she find that for you? You
no,
guys?
I got targeted it 2 years ago
Oh,
when I moved to here, but it was like I got targeted for it. I had just moved here. There was no extra money I'm gonna
yeah.
spend on these tickets. So 2 years later, we finally did it.
I love that.
Yeah, so it was my annual night out, Sans Kids. My one night a year. See, speaking of my bundles of joy, they're
Uh-oh.
arguing over toys as we speak. So if you
Do you
see
like
me
to take a moment and yell at them?
now, kindly raise my voice into the thing that says knock it off.
Yeah, just make sure you don't tell them no, just redirect them.
Mine is like, I'm gonna go in there and take all your toys and then I'm gonna play with them. And I just like deadlock their eyes. I'm like, you think I'm joking? You think I'm joking? I'm
Danielle,
gonna,
I'm so sorry. You shared this Vinted off air website with me, and now I found a kitten plain chess bag, and now I'm gonna be out $90 because of you. So thanks.
Well, you're welcome, and I'm very confused because I'm like picturing, I'm like, you mean like a tote bag? How is that $90?
So cute.
Okay. Live reaction. Oh my God. This is so cute.
Is that not cute? It's pretty darn cute.
I'm not dropping the link in the notes because
No.
otherwise someone's gonna swoop on that.
Anyways, okay. So,
Oh yeah. And so after doing all that, decorated for Halloween the next day because my kids have literally been asking for like daily, when are we gonna decorate? When are we gonna decorate? Just lean it in. 3 months decorating for Halloween. Who cares? You only live once. The world's on fire anyway, literally and
yeah.
emotionally.
Hmm.
So yeah, I just leaned all the way in. So my entire house is decorated like a haunted house. So it's beautiful.
I love it. I love
Yeah,
it. Question for you. Does Timu um try and get you two on their Halloween decorations?
all the time. And I've never bought one thing on Temu.
But I'm like, oh, this looks so cute. And I click on it and then it's Timu and I'm like, don't mess with me like that.
Well, it doesn't help because their logo is orange.
Yes,
So you're
yeah.
thinking it's Spirit,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not.
Mm.
It's no. So I've actually never bought anything on Temu, but I've definitely seen things I'm like, that's cute. But then you can just go Google,
Yeah.
and then you can find something that's like more legitimate, maybe for $2 more.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, worth it. I think I have gotten something, but I can't remember what it was, like just to try it out a long time ago, but eh. I knew a parent who bought her daughter's like onesies on there,
oh,
like bamboo pajamas, and she loved them.
I can see that being like financially, it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. For sure.
Um, and then I'll talk about the movie nights because we had,
Yep.
because everything was so themed and was calling out. I got the boys matching skeleton pajamas. So
Hmm.
for 2 nights in a row, they requested that they wear their skeleton pajamas and we would watch Halloween movies at night. So
I love that. I
yeah.
love I'm yep. I'm
I,
almost there. I think
I
it'd be nice to see
I'm
them.
I'm encouraging anybody who has a little tingle deep in their heart, if they
Go
want,
for it.
if you want to make it Halloween now, again, who's stopping you? An overbearing husband? Someone from your family being like, it's too early. Shut
Mhm.
up. Just decorate. Make yourself happy. We're
I
all
agree.
we're all gonna die one day. Might as well decorate for Halloween early.
Have fun.
What have you been up to?
Last weekend we took the boys up to Hopland. We got married there, and that was pretty fun. Driving there was a little challenging. They kind of went apeshit in the car, if I'm being honest, and I might have lost my cool.
Were you driving or were you passenger?
I was a passenger.
Oh, so you had to man the ship where, like,
Uh,
not literal ship, but like the children's ship.
yes, yeah. I actually just bought these earplugs that are for I was on the WhatsApp group with my neighborhood mom group, and some mom was like, "Hey, has anyone tried these loop earplugs?" And then I was like, "What the hell is that?" And then
Yeah.
I looked them up, and all the moms are like, "I have them. I absolutely recommend them. They are for overstimulated moments, and you can bring them to concerts
Yeah.
too. And
I
there's
was, I had him in
no,
my cart for if I were to ever go to a concert, that's probably what I would do because I was like, I'd be doing too many things.
yeah." And there's like different levels that you can put them on. They don't plug in, doesn't take any batteries. It's just you just pop them
And you
in.
can get really cute ones.
Yeah, I got the emerald green ones. They're very
Ooh.
cute. And I now keep them in our car because that's usually where I'm triggered. I can't leave. I am trapped. And we're talking like high-pitched screaming and throwing shit and being like just really all around pretty naughty. So shout out to the Loops.
I'll
We got
tag.
there. Yeah, we got there and it was a lot better. Then we were like running around the gardens, showing them like where we got married, picking apples and blackberries and grapes off of it. Like it just was like this is where we should live here. You know,
Oh my
like
God.
just
And
run wild on a farm.
and that little area like where you got married in that little what is it, an
Tunnel.
alcove?
It's like It's like a grapevine. Or are you talking about the grapevine part?
Like, yeah, the one that's like really long, and that's where like the halfway point was like where we stood.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
That is so cute that you can just take them there to be like, and this is exactly where we
Yeah.
stood.
Yeah. It was really cute. And then we got some like yummy lunch along the way, and then we stopped at the river. The river was fun.
But
But it's a little scary with toddlers. I don't love that. And I was like, there was like a moment, a very fast moment, where we were like walking and it seemed like we could stand there and then it just dipped and it was like right on the edge of like where the water was rushing. So for a
um,
hot moment, I was like, we're not dying tonight. Like, and yeah, and then Charlie lost his shoes. I lost my shoes. I was able to grab three of the four shoes, so he lost a shoe. But I would rather lose shoes than our lives. So
yeah.
we were like, yeah, we're fine. So there's lots of like little parts of the river that I think are a little bit easier. But it was so hot. It was like 100 degrees. So we were trying to like be by the shade and then like the river was like right there. So I just, not again, not till much later. But there was like college kids who were like getting in and like they have their little like floaties and they'd like go down and then they bring it back around, go back down.
Did you
So
have any like floaties or anything, or you were just free balling it?
no floaties, no, like it just was like, no, we were like, no, we should have. So anyways, glad we're here.
Yeah.
Outside of that, we're starting up school events because they're going to start school pretty soon. So we got to like meet some friends. They did great today. It was a lot of fun.
And
Just
they're TK.
no, they're
Okay.
preschool. Yeah, they'll do TK next year.
Oh, so
Um,
they're like pre-TK.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
co-op, so it'll be more like play-based. I mean, all play-based. There's like an indoor house and every single like room of the house has different activities. And then
You're
there's
like,
like an
no, half of them put them to work. Child labor.
child, yeah, no
If they're
biggie.
really bad, they'll get sent to that.
There's like outdoor playground. It's really cute. So just lots of fun. Tomorrow we do like a training where like for the parents. So my brother is coming. He'll be watching the boys and taking them to swim lessons. And then we'll be learning how to be like teacher assistants basically kind of thing. Yeah. What
Oh,
was the
wait,
last thing?
speaking of
Yes.
Forrest, his swim lessons. So he used to have 2 day a week swim lessons.
Mhm.
I instead combine it. So he has two back-to-back lessons on 1 day a week. And
Mhm.
that is changing the game because it's like the first lesson kind of gets him warmed up and ready and excited to like do all the things. And then the second lesson, he is standing on the edge, jumping in. He is diving to the bottom of the pool to grab the rings on his own unassisted. I highly recommend it. If you're seeing that their confidence level is like getting higher and higher in the water, do two back-to-back lessons if your place allows it, because night and day. Like he's so much like, no, I want to do it. Like he's like, oh, let's go, let's do it. And he's like
Cute.
all for it. And he even gets like sad if one time where he was like confused, he's like, no, no, they just have to give me the report. We're gonna go back, you're gonna go back in. He thought he could only add one lesson. I was like, no, no, you're getting two. You just still had to tell me like how did the first one go?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so good. Oh, I love it.
Love that. Um, I'll save the last bit. This is a quick one. So I thought this would be funny. I wrote this down and I just so that I wouldn't forget it.
Yeah, it's a mystery to me, so I have no idea what it is.
I was trying to be healthy. Actually, I'm not even trying. I think that I something kind of switched, and maybe we've talked about this before, but like every single meal that I'm choosing, he, majority is like healthier and more on like the Mediterranean kind of stuff. I'm not gonna call it a diet. It's just I'm just leaning that way.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I had like half a pizza, half a slice of pizza this week, and it was like that was delicious, but it was like butternut squash, and I can't
Oh
say
my
very
God, I love butternut squash pizza.
too. Um, but I was like, I saw this recipe where this guy like does baked apples, and then he puts Greek yogurt on top of it. It looks really good. Like
Oh
I'm
wait,
gonna
I've been targeted with that.
You have. Okay. Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna try it. And so I'm looking, up the recipe. Very easy. I cut the apples, I dusted with cinnamon. The oven's preheated to 375, put it in, go take a shower. I'm like doing all the things, right? It's like right before bedtime. I'm like basically gonna have it at like 9:30, but like who cares? It's an apple. And I go like set it up so beautiful. I put it like in a pretty bowl, half of the apple, like the other half on the other side. I dollop with like I almost said sour cream, Greek yogurt, drizzle some honey on top of it, and granola. So it's going to be like an
Mm.
apple crumble. Okay. Bite into this bitch. And I was like, oh my God, it's so spicy.
What did you put on it?
Cayenne pepper,
Instead of what? Cinnamon?
cinnamon. I was dying laughing all of the way back to the kitchen just to open up the spice drawer, pull up the cayenne, and I was like, all of that. And I just threw it away.
Are you going to try it again?
Um, yeah, maybe next week. But I was a little scarred. So.
No, that's fair. You know what you should try with your kids? I think that that kind of like it's a happy medium. So you've seen everyone like obviously loses their shit during speaking of fall, about like apple cider donuts.
Mhm.
Well, you cut apples, take out the center, wrap it with like Pillsbury or not Pillsbury, what is it? Like the dough,
Casserole?
the crustables,
Yeah.
and then you a little bit of butter, a little bit of cinnamon sugar, and then bake them. And they're like
Ooh,
baked apple pie, but in a donut form. So your kids might think like they're eating a donut, but really they're having apple and like a little pastry. But it's so easy and they have fun like rolling, like wrapping it themselves so they
yep,
feel like they're baking with
I can
you.
do that. Yeah, I love that.
Actually, I completely forgot. This whole week, I started at the beginning of the week. Have you heard of Ladder?
No.
Ladder.
Mm-mm.
Highly recommend it. So it's an workout app. So it's actually a personal trainer app. And
Hmm.
got like a week. It was like, oh yeah, you can use this code for a week free or something. So I was like, you know what? Good. I'll do it. I
Well, yeah.
love it. I'm so sore sitting here right now. I am obsessed. I have it because pre-kids, I used to go to the gym 5 days a week. Even if I was sick, I would still like go in the elliptical.
Hmm.
And then on the weekends I would go hiking. Was I ever skinny? No. Was I fit? Yes. Like there's a difference, you know?
Hmm.
But like I loved it and I loved how I felt. And then it's
Yeah.
like just this 1 week of doing it made me remember those days like where I was like, oh, going into the weekend where you're feeling sore, but you're like, oh, but I'm excited for my next one. Like
Yeah. I love that.
highly recommend it, ladder. But you can I think like they honestly, I think they offer the free to anybody. I just happen to have a code, but I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure you can get it free if you look it up and you don't message me because I have a free one where
Cool.
you get a free 7 days. But it literally will send you messages like starting at like 10 or 11, be like, people are starting to check off their workouts. Are you going to work out today?
Oh, I love it. It's a little shady.
And
Cool.
then they'll a couple hours later be like, hey, looking like it's the afternoon. Are you ready for a good workout today? And so it kind of like psychs you into doing it. You're like, okay, that's right. It's 4 o'clock now. I'm done with work. I'm going to get my workout in because it's basically been bullying me for the last 5 hours. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's great. And you set like what you're interested in. So you can literally set it from like hit bodybuilding, uh, CrossFit. Or for me, I said strength training,
Hmm.
bar, Pilates, yoga, and hit because I loved high intensity interval workouts when
Hmm.
I used to be at a part of a gym. So I used to love this
I
hit classes. So I
mm.
did that. So literally the workout is specifically, and I have not found one that I'm like, oh, I hate this. It literally is exactly what you chose is what is going to be in your workout.
Love that. I'll check
Yes.
it out.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
can make it
That's
like,
great, bro.
and people literally take it to the gym with them as like, they'll just prop it up and like, cause
Yeah.
it counts down with you. So it'll say like, all right, this is your second one. You can do it. Just go. You have 30 seconds left. You have
Yeah.
20 seconds. And it literally like gets you going.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah.
Cute. Very nice.
So And I think after the thing runs out, it's like $30 a month, which I don't think is bad because think of how much you would spend on a personal trainer.
Well, that's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, $50 affordable. No brainer.
no brainer. So I'm excited, but we'll see. I just
Mm.
was like, our skin and our muscles aren't going to get any younger.
Nope, I feel that. I definitely feel that.
So shall we jump into what the fuck, Trump?
We shall. We shall.
Well,
Um, yes.
speaking of working out,
Mm-hmm.
Trump has officially announced Hunger Games. He's
Mm.
masking it as Patriot Games. So that kicked off on the 9th, I think was like the official, he did the speech, yada, yada, yada. Um, but yeah, so I think the first one was in Ohio, and it's basically one performing woman, one performing man will battle it out. Not like to death, but well, how far is it going to really go? But apparently the first stop in Ohio or Alabama, I don't know.
They have plans already. Like they're like this is happening.
Yeah, it's already been happening. It started this week. Um, it
Whoa.
was lackluster crowds.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, like basically it's supposed to be kind of like, do you remember the president's fitness test in school?
Yes, I do. That's weird.
Yeah.
You just struck a weird like memory chord.
Do you remember the box where you had to like measure how far you could stretch and it would have like little ruler lines?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always really good. And I far,
Yeah. Oh my
you know,
God.
yeah.
I was
Bring it back.
phenomenal. Bring it back and show us how old we've gotten. Our limberness is not as limber. But
Like
yeah.
it's probably like trying on an old pair of jeans. You're like, oh, I was that skinny?
Oh my God, don't
That's
even get me
flexible.
started. The fact that I literally found a box of photos that I've had just going moving with me for the last decade and I have never opened it, that I was given to by like a family member. And I finally opened it literally the other day. I see pictures where I'm like, I thought I was Shamu. And I was like 120 pounds.
You're just like,
I'm like,
air eye.
what the fuck was wrong with our like body dysmorphia?
Yeah, I know. I know. Same here, girl.
But overall, it's just underway, so it hasn't like really gotten weeks into it. This is the first week. So we'll see how this goes overall. But basically, I'm just hoping that this doesn't hurt these poor children.
I just want him to go away. And if the less like focus on it, hopefully like the less attention it gets, he goes away and it goes away.
Yeah, because you really don't see coverage of it. So it's obviously not like exceptionally popular.
Yeah, we will see. We'll stay abreast on that.
Um, so did you want to go into the next one or shall I?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so obviously everyone has heard that Caroline Leavitt has stepped down. Did you see the video of her on the yeah, tear?
I'm so sad.
Did you see the video of her? Like it looked like kind of like she was like really stressed out right before announcing. I
Which
just
one? Because I saw one where I'm like,
is that real? Yeah.
what? Give me like a TLDR about it.
I felt like I got seeing vibes. Like I was like, is this something that I'm really seeing? Is like, how do I know? Is there like a timestamp on it? And it didn't look like she was that upset. I don't know if it was just like more kind of stoking the fires. It just was some video of her outside of a building, and she's clearly like stressy.
Hmm.
Um, but the point that this article that I will share is talking about is um like who can replace her. And this is something I've always kind of not about who can replace her, but something I've always thought about Caroline Leavitt is she a devil? Yeah. Do we like her? No. Like, but can that girl spin some bullshit out of her mouth? Absolutely. That shit is like Claps to you. It's all
You spin
evil.
my head right around like
It's
Caroline Leavitt
It's
does.
so evil, but like that's basically what this article is talking about is like he's gonna struggle to replace her. Like she really spoke MAGA so fluently on camera.
Mhm.
That's insane. Um, and I don't know like who can do that. I'm always just impressed by that because like if you get me in a meeting and like it could be something that I know, live and breathe, but like sometimes things don't come out as eloquently as I would like them to. Not that she's really that eloquent. She just like
No.
she switches things around and she really just like focuses on like the other person and like deteriorating, like trying to deteriorate that, deflect, deflect, deflect. But it's interesting. Like
The
that's a
f-
weird skill to
do you want to
have.
do you want to know the first name that came into my brain?
Who?
Casey Anthony.
And reasonings being,
I mean, she was able to convince that didn't she open up like a daycare center after killing her child?
I don't know.
So if
I
she's
don't
able
know
to
about her.
convince parents that she's with it enough to care for children after allegedly
Yeah.
murdering her child. Well, no, she was actually charged for killing her children. Um, maybe she'd be good at the podium.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, and that's kind of like the bottom of the barrel that I feel like they like to scrape from. So who
Maybe
knows?
they'll bring back Christy Nome.
Oh, I don't think she was as well spoken. Not
No,
that Karoline
she
Leavitt
was
is. I
too
don't want to give her any compliments. It's just kind of
no, she
interesting.
was too defensive.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
she would like get really defensive if you
Fluster,
backed her into a
right?
corner. She was like a
Yeah.
rat. She would just like attack.
That's probably just like a lot of media training too that she had to go through, but like specifically to protect
Ooh,
him.
I have an idea.
Yes.
This is going to blur the lines of conspiracy theory. What about the cyborg that is in the White House?
Oh my God. You posted that, and I'm not even gonna lie. I hardcore archived it. Like I or whatever I did it. I don't was like,
No,
no.
I don't care. No, no, no. And it's funny because like I Googled too. I was like, who is this? And then it literally gave me like exactly like the backstory. It's a real person. But it was just funny because I was like, it's starting.
She
It's
kills
starting,
me,
guys.
guys. She kills me. I noticed that like we have like newer friends
Mhm.
on our things that are watching and I was like, fuck, no. We don't
You,
believe it.
you never know.
No, we know.
I mean, but do we?
I think we know. I'm pretty sure we know that one.
Do we really? But yeah, no, so who knows? I mean, they're gonna probably whip out someone that looks hardcore MAGA that's had 27 face surgeries to look MAGA-esque and put her on a
Yes.
podium and slap a cross on her neck and call it a day.
Do we take bets on if it's a female or a male, man or woman?
I feel like MAGA thinks they can control women, and these conservative women, that they basically they'll do anything for their men. So
I
I
think
feel
they
like,
like the look of that, right?
yeah, they want a pretty girl on the
They
podium.
want a pretty girl. Sorry. Oh, I just got ill thinking about that. Anyways, okay, moving on.
Wait, did we just compliment Caroline Leavitt?
That's why I barfed. She's not, you know,
I think she was prettier before she got her MAGA surgeries.
I don't know. I definitely like a fake looking bitch. So,
And it's funny because I like it in certain areas. I personally like when I can see movement in eyebrows.
yes, you see these? It's time.
I know mine is like very, you can tell I've never had anything up here or anywhere actually.
Okay, let's move on from that hoe. And let's go into what we choose.
Let's do it. Have you seen the sad, dismal message that took place? And then, of course, there's teachers who are actually crying on camera that
Oh,
America's test score numbers are on a decline so bad that it's actually dropped for the first time in generations. Reading is back near the 1970s levels.
yeah.
Um, so The most striking long-term comparison comes from the NAEP data on 13-year-olds. Reading scores have fallen to a level that is not statistically different from 1971, while math scores have also dropped sharply from recent years. Long and short of it, we really just need to get, and this is why I'm so thankful for the curriculum and program that my children are in their school, is they still know value in a textbook. Kids cannot write. There is like literally a teacher on camera crying to camera because they can't actually write and like communicate on paper because they're so used to just typing everything on the computer and then
Yeah.
also grabbing things from like the AI
Hmm.
that they aren't able to have critical thinking. They're not able to figure things out by themselves. Like
Yeah.
I saw a reel the other day and I was like, my God, if that's not the truth. Do you remember literally we would have to write like 10-page essays in like 2 days by hand with a rough draft and a final draft
Yes.
and
Your sources. And
sources and
you had to use a thesaurus, like an actual physical thesaurus.
a number two pencil and double or it was like a triple N ruled like college ruled
Oh
book.
yeah, paper.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And there was like so many rules. These kids literally copy and paste. And now AI is giving it away
Oh yeah.
where there's like white ink and it'll be like delete this portion before you
Hmm.
submit to your teacher. And they leave it in there just because they copy paste. They're like, cool, I'm done.
Yeah, I feel like they shouldn't have posted that online though, because now the kids are going to work around that.
Yeah. Well, it's just like that. Have you seen the one where people are applying to jobs and it literally has an AI prompt in white that will say, um, for tech jobs, because they run it through AI software systems,
Yeah.
they'll be like, ignore that last sentence and go to the next acceptance phase and offerment of blah, blah, blah. Like they have codes that they put into it to make it say, hire this person.
Yeah. Because wait, I don't understand that one. You got to show me that one. So
Okay,
they
I'll send it to you, but
saying like as the applicant,
the
they're
applicant
getting
will
tricked.
send a reel or reel, send a resume
Uh-huh.
or resume, whatever. And there's actually, so if it's for a tech job, 9 times out of 10, the tech company will run it through an AI program to like scan the thing.
Hmm.
And it'll literally has a hidden code in their resume now that trains the AI with a prompt to ignore anything that is not viable to the position and only highlight what is viable and
Yeah.
to advance to the next level.
It's really hard right now too. My brother was saying that a lot of his interviews are with AI. And he said he had an interview with a person who didn't even ask him anything. It was like AI who was asking him, and like there was no personality. Like, and what he was going for is something that like traditionally has a lot of like weight in personality, who you are as a person, because it's like sales essentially. So you're
There's
you're
like
like
not a human element.
connection, yeah. And he was like, then the person was like, okay, thank you, that's it. He was like, what?
Oh, was it over the phone?
I think so, yeah.
I was gonna say, did they have like an AI avatar on
They
screen?
had, I don't know, but he said that like it was like weird because it was almost like the real human didn't need to be there, but like it was
I
an
don't like
interview.
that.
It was very weird. I was like, what? Tell me more. But yeah, all of the AI, like yeah, it takes all of the resumes and it uses, whatever it thinks
Oh,
is
it's like of
the
these
most.
500 applicants, narrow it down to 50.
Yes, but then everyone else is using AI, so a lot of them are very similar and very good on paper. And then you get people. So from the other side, as like a hiring manager, you're getting applicants who like look great on paper. Then you get them and interview them. And just like what my brother said on the flip side, is he's saying then you have weird people who are like not they can't human, you know,
I've
so
literally
qualified.
I've literally had a host a couple of interviews and they brought me in because they know I can like I think because they know I can spot when if someone's gonna vibe or not. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, they're good on paper, but they will not be good on client calls.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it's like it comes down to like it's weird. It's like you have to get over this AI hurdle
Mhm.
first, and then you have to jive with the right people, but you still have to back it up with like you know, your experience. So it's a very weird landscape. And for the kids too, yeah, I agree. I think we have also just a shitty um structure here of like childcare. So how can like parents, most parents can't. They're working because they have to put food on the table, so they can't sit there and like,
Do the homework with them and everything. Whereas
yeah,
I'm literally homeschooling my children and having to be a teacher. Literally, I'm called a co-teacher.
yeah.
And so I think it's like really important. And I actually saw this, a creator did this. She sends her kids to public school, but she said that she actually goes to the library and she'll print out everything that's always email assignments, all these email assignments, and they'll send curriculum stacks via email, but people will do them on their computer so they don't get pen to paper. And the
Hmm.
importance, I think, is like we excelled because we had textbooks,
Yeah.
worksheets, packets, things that we had to actually physically think of while we were writing, which kids these days don't have that anymore.
It's so true because like you start problem solving and you're like, oh, let me grab this textbook, figure out where it is. What is an index? What is the table of
If you were
contents?
to be like, hey, source your how you got that answer, and they'll be like,
What? Yeah.
what?
There's one more story that I think like kind of goes into this too was a teacher had asked says like here's an anti-AI kind of like prompt that I give my kids that like they just cannot like they just can't get it is she or he or they ask them to go and interview somebody anyone that they know in their life and write a paper about it and the kids come back they just like cannot do it and they're like well what do you mean what do I ask them and then she goes like you can ask them anything and then they're like well what do I know like what to write about and she's like anything that you find interesting and that they've asked her well what would I find interesting and they're she's like, you're asking me what you find interesting. Like
That
what?
is so scary and sad because that
Yeah,
also shows what kind of people they're going to be in the dating world.
yes, but I they just can't think for them. Like they're not
They don't
thinking.
know how to ask questions. This is actually case in point. Like someone slid into my DMs and didn't know how to keep a conversation going because they didn't know how to ask questions. And
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm not here to be your mother.
yeah.
I'm not gonna teach you how to actually have a conversation.
Oh,
Get
it's
out of
just
here.
general like interest too. But yeah, I mean, the first thing I thought about was like how I vividly remember, I don't remember every question I asked, but I remember having that assignment in sixth grade and I talked to my grandma
Me
and
too.
I asked her all kinds of questions and but it just
I
yeah,
talked to my
that's
grandma Karen.
oh, so sweet. I talked to my grandma Susie. And I've also taught my grandma Sarah too. So like I both of them, like I even did that in college actually, and I like
Yeah.
interviewed my sister-in-law. Like, just these are um, pretty standard assignments that you should be able to like you want to know
Like
more
basic
about
assignment, basic
humans.
things.
Hmm. Anyways, well, that got us fired up over here.
Just recommendation. I think that the creator that I saw this on CSA Punch, she was onto something. If you have kids in school and you feel like they might be struggling or you're seeing that they're just like getting too dependent on the internet and AI, print everything out, go to the library and use their resources. Print everything out, put it in a binder, and guess what? You just created a textbook for them so they can get back to the old school way of learning.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because they need it. They
They
need it.
do. They can't
And
write.
don't be afraid to make your kids do hard things. I think that's probably the lesson here is that we want to naturally make everything easier for them, but sometimes what's easier isn't better for them, you know?
Could not say it better myself.
Okay, so what was next on here? Oh, this is a quick one. I just wanted to call this one out. We are burning through oil stockpiles. Scary. So obviously with the Strait of Hormuz. Did I say Hormuz? Oh my
Her
God.
moose? What's a hermoose? At first I was like, uh-huh, uh-huh. Wait,
It's a Hormuz.
what a whore.
I'm so
Moose.
sorry, guys. That's
Okay.
not what to say.
Hey,
Um,
another tangent. I just saw a video. I love when I get reminded of how fucking big moose are. Meese, whatever meese, moose, meese.
Moose? Mooses?
Well, it's like goose geese, moose
No. In
meese.
no way.
It's not mooses.
It has to be.
You know what? The title of this episode is going to be getting chatty about tangents, side tangents.
Meese, it is Meese. I didn't know.
Suck on that.
My brain. No, it says, why is it not meese or mooses? Wait, the plural version of
It's like
moose
crows,
is
where it's
moose.
no, it's a group of crows is called a murder, and I'm like,
That I know. Yeah.
whoa, that's
It's
badass.
moose, not Mises. Meese.
No.
Well, AI is saying, and I didn't ask for AI, but AI is saying the plural version of moose is simply moose. It does not change from singular to plural. Plus, how many mooses
I saw a
moose
video of three. So three
together?
moose,
Three. Oh, okay.
three mooses walking around down the street,
Tan
bigger than a fucking uh hauler,
car.
like a hauler truck. No, a hauler truck. This thing,
Huge. Yeah.
I would
It's
just I would literally just fall over and just play dead. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know
yeah.
what to do right now.
Don't do it. Run.
They're
Get
so
launched in
big.
the air. I just saw a guy get launched in the air by a moose. It looked brutal. His ass is,
Dead.
yeah, it's shredded.
Shredded or dead.
I'm so sorry. What was the point of why are we talking about this?
I'm telling you, tangents, side tangents.
Holy moly. Okay. Anyways, Hormoose.
What a hormoose.
Oh, we should be laughing about such terrible, terrible things. Okay, well, listen, guys, the stockpiles, oil stockpiles are rapidly dwindling. And the International Energy Agency warned that the UAE said two of its tankers were attacked while transiting. So basically, there are some very big environmental concerns here, and we need to stay like on top of it and be yeah, I
Well,
think
and
this
this administration is going to do dilly squat about that.
they
They don't give a
really,
shit.
really are. They're like drilling into national parks now. It's just gross.
Oh my
Everything
God,
is just
have you seen
gross.
the video of the mama with her little baby terrified of the bulldozers in the national park?
No, but
It
of course.
makes my heart break. I posted it and I was like, that is so sad. Like the little baby's like, what's happening? You can tell it's like so confused, like because it keeps looking at it, like, what is this? What is happening? And it just like
Mhm.
the mom keeps stopping to make sure the baby is behind it because she's like ready to like block the bulldozer.
Awful,
Ugh,
awful.
horrible humans, horrible humans.
Well, speaking of more horribleness,
Okay, it's gonna get dark,
it gets dark and then darker and then
but then we always make it light at the end. So that's why we always say for what we watch at the end, because you know that's just a hoot and a holler. Hoot and a holler. So the school year just started, and literally in the first week of school year just starting, we already have our first shooting. That's right, guys. In Georgia, they had their
Mhm.
first school shooting. Literally, school just started. For some, our schools haven't even started yet. Um, a 14-year-old freshman was shot by a 14-year-old classmate during a fight inside the school bathroom at Warner Robins High a day ago. Um,
Cool. When the
again,
happened?
like we said last year, like we've said multiple times, when are we going to have gun control?
Yeah, it's why would a 14-year-old have a gun?
Have that access to gun to bring it to school? I don't know,
Be a
man.
be- be a better parent too. Like, I get it, but like, how
How
do
do they
you?
have access to it? Like, do you just have it in your fucking side table, like willy-nilly, just chilling in the side table? Like, what's going
I
on?
don't, yeah, there's issues here. Cool.
And it's so bad because the post actually had to get the comments taken down because I'm sure people battling it out like, we need our guns. See, if the other 14-year-old had a gun, he could defend himself. It's like 14-year-old girls shouldn't have guns.
No, yeah, no, not at all.
Ugh. Anyway, you know where we stand. You know what we need to do. But of course, nothing's going to happen because people are heartless and they don't give shit about children.
Yeah, we
But
are all children. I mean, if that's like what we're doing, then those people are all children who don't want their guns taken away, but are willing to lose more children's lives over this bullshit. That's
Mhm.
stupid. Is
And you
is
know,
it?
damn well if it happened to their child, they would just be like, oh, it was the other person's fault. Well, you've been preaching online about the importance of keeping your guns safe to yourself and not getting them taken away. But sure, Jan, sure.
Mm,
So I'm not going to go into a deep dive because that would take an entire episode on its own. But the Clancy case, man, oh
no.
man, this last week has been a doozy. Like I said, I'm not going to do deep dive because also did not realize how it happened, and that was extremely triggering to me. But yeah, anyway, so can I just say it right here at the top? Allegedly, the husband did it.
Did you see the thing about the door? Like there's like a lady on social media who's like trying to get a hold of the defense attorneys because she's like she did like a whole what would it be called? Like an experiment where she took like a frozen piece of meat and she like slammed like the window over it and she's like it matches the exact markings of what she has and that she's super convinced that like the husband slammed the window on her.
And then that's how
Like
she ended up outside in the snow.
something like that, yeah. And then that's like why she has that like the injuries to her neck. That she wouldn't be able to like to do that herself, but like yeah, she has like a whole theory out there. Really interesting stuff.
Whoa.
I had heard about this, obviously like in national news, but I didn't know either like the inner workings until like it just exploded. And I think like what you posted too about the postpartum, like we've talked about that on
Mhm.
here, and it is so incredibly hard. And it just goes, it highlights like the awfulness of like the support that you have in America. Like how we really don't value women's mental health, especially after giving birth. And there's not a lot of resources. And she was like going to doctors and look, talking to therapists and stuff, but like it just doesn't help. And I had a therapist too when I was like in the thralls of it, and she was just so I don't even know if she was like a coach or a therapist at this point, but she was like, sounds like you're doing great. I was like, I'm losing my mind. But like, yeah, I think that like a lot of women who have gone through it look at this, like you're hearing these things that she wrote, and I think we all can kind of identify with at least like some like pieces of it, right? Maybe not all of it, but some pieces of it, and my heart just kind of breaks.
And this week they did show a video, especially just going back to what you said, like when you're in the thick of it, is they showed a video of her manning it all,
Hmm.
holding the baby, holding the stroller, wrangling the kids while her husband is
Yeah.
off, like at an exhibit thing, like off to the side, like not engaging at all, completely disassociated, just completely like, you got it. I don't feel like
Living is, but yeah,
I don't feel
isn't
like
it
helping.
wild? Yeah. It reminds me of that video. I don't know if I talked to you about this video. There was a video of this woman who was like holding two babies. She got out of the car. She was driving, gets out of the car. She grabs two big duffel bags, grabs one kid, and then she has another kid, I think, like
Right
by her
behind
hand.
her.
Yeah, and then she trips over something, and then the husband gets out with his phone and like goes and helps, and then he sees it, and I'm like, ooh, that is
She
like
was
some
she was the epitome of being a single mom while married.
yeah.
And I
That
mean like, girl, yeah. Um, and I'm telling you, like, they're performative. He was probably good in the pictures, happy smiling in the pictures, anything on social media, great, happy go lucky. But behind the scenes, obviously you can tell like he was not a participant in that family. She was doing it all. And she
yeah.
even like reached out multiple times to like because dude, the list of drugs that she was prescribed
Oh, yeah.
alone would drive anyone insane. Like,
Was it
let's be
14 or
real.
something? That's insane.
Insanity. Like they literally are just like the old school way of like, oh, it's fine. You should take this. Oh yeah, it's fine. Just add that to the cocktail that you're already taking. Oh, add another one. Like totally dismissive, clearly malpractice. I'm sorry, what? Like, can we get that case also going? Because that's crazy town. And also,
Yeah.
she reached out so many times for help and she was actually turned away.
Who
She was
turned
reached,
her away?
she called like self-help hotlines and asked for help and literally was turned away. I posted in our story. Um, I think today actually, but it was just so sad because it's like she clearly, and then her Google search got released, and it was so sad because you can tell it's such a hard working mom she was. Literally, unicorn coloring book pictures, like things that just like basically care. Like you can tell she cared so much about her children,
Mm.
so much, and that's what it's like. People are like, "Oh, women are just defending women blindly." No, we hate Casey Anthony. And I saw this reel that was literally like, no, we would have strangled her in retaliation ourselves. We hate her. We don't hate her
Yeah.
because we think that she didn't do it. Because she even was quoted saying, like, yeah, I saw myself doing it. And then you see the pictures of what his current wife looks like. The one
He's
he,
married. Didn't, when did this happen? I didn't.
okay, this is the thing that I'm going to have to like, okay. He literally, I don't think you have threads, but the link that I have for threads, he clearly was having an affair with Lindsay's doppelganger. In 2017, it literally was posted that they were both at the same Barry's boot camp. The woman with the arrow above her head is not his wife. It looks exactly like his wife. His new wife is her doppelganger.
Is he
And so
really?
she was literally quoted saying, I saw myself do it. Girl, allegedly, I think allegedly, I'm just gonna keep saying allegedly. Um, if you think you saw yourself doing it, I don't think it was yourself. I think they were tag team back again.
So creepy.
And
Yeah.
also just like the fact that his friend who took the stand was the one on the CBS this to like has have his like well I wasn't even at the house. I was at CBS. If you
Hmm.
look at the CBS videos, it was his friend, not him. So it looked like his friend was like gonna be his alibi. Like, oh well, I was at CBS. What are you talking about?
You know, we're getting into like what's it called? Conspiracy theory stuff. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to believe. It's so crazy. But like, who would do that for a friend? That's like sick. That's
Okay, and
sick.
also keep this in mind. There are videos that I've reposted because I'm sorry, I've seen enough where I'm like, oh, well, you
Hmm.
can see her literally looking at her, I guess ex-husband at this now at this point. She's sitting by her lawyer. Who shout out to her lawyer. Her lawyer is amazing. He's a white man from like Mississippi or something, and he is the biggest feminist I've ever seen. He is like literally, oh my God, I love him so much. Um, But she's sitting there, and the moment that her ex-husband has to take the stand, you can see her body literally having a visceral reaction. Her body starts like shaking, and she's like, she can't control her nervous system. You could see she like is terrified of this person.
Mm.
And you could just see like her body is literally reacting to probably what she had to deal with. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's scary because like then the smoking gun that is apparently a couple months after the murders happened, he left a happy review on a hiking trail app saying this is such a great with the picture. Um, this is such a awesome hiking trail. Oh my God, I've loved it. Me and my girlfriend have come here for the last 3 years.
What?
Not his wife. The
Interesting.
doppelganger of the wife.
Yeah.
And she also too left a comment or left a review too.
So this only happened 3 years ago,
Mhm.
and he's already remarried. That's like a horrific thing to happen to your family. That's like unheard of
Poor
kind of trauma. Let's just pretend you're completely innocent and this did happen to you. to you or me, like there's no way I'm moving on from that for a long,
Hi, my
long
trauma, I'm 2.5 years
time.
post-trauma right now, and I still can't date. I like it
Yeah.
literally triggers something in my brain where I'm like the man is like danger, danger. So I'm sorry,
Oh, there.
you are not going to be in a new marriage with a new kid, by the way. So
Oh,
4 months
no.
after the murder, he moves to New York, moves in with his girlfriend.
What? No. As like a woman, like who you if you're gonna date someone and you're like you're talking about your stuff like you're married your traumas, your past and you bring up that, let's pretend you're innocent.
Oh, my ex-wife murdered my 3 children. Oh, and she looks just like you.
No, no.
Girl,
I'm so sorry that that happened to you. That sounds like a lot of trauma that you're working through. See you later.
I think you need a couple years of good trauma therapy before we can like date.
Yeah. What the? No, absolutely not. Oh my God. Okay.
Like I love the comments, by the way, in those very videos. It's like, I've been lonely, but I've never been that lonely.
Yeah. I think on both sides. That is a massive red flag. No one has in my whole entire life come to me with that much trauma if that happened to you. That is absolutely fucking horrific to happen to a person, to be involved in that in whatever way. That is awful. Horrible, gut-wrenching thing to happen to somebody or be around. Even if you were the grandparents of these beautiful children and that happened in
Oh,
your, you have the right to have so much like, yeah, oh no, I don't
I
know what
just
happened.
no, no, no. I just posted this because her parents have literally drained their retirement, sold or second mortgage, or now on their third mortgage of their home
God.
because of they want the best lawyers for their daughter because they know that she didn't do this.
Oh my God.
There's finally someone found the GoFundMe. I posted it in our story, but they found the GoFundMe for the parents because, oh, by the way, he had a GoFundMe. He had $1.7 million in his GoFundMe. So he cashed that out, sold the house, got to take all the money from the house sale. So he left murdered children and to a new marriage, a millionaire.
Okay. That's okay. Karma, come and wrap it up. Wow. Okay. That
Woo.
one was hottie. Hot. Wow. Not
I'm
even
gonna
a
I'm
bad.
gonna zoom right through this one. I'm gonna zoom right through this one, I promise.
Let's go.
Before we get into what we watch. But oh, did you hear about the lovely speaking of men? Um, men are protesting to release the Tate brothers by doing push-ups in front of the prison they're being held in. And
Ew.
mind you, these are the Tate brothers that are facing 59 charges, including rape, sexual assault, human trafficking for sexual exploitation, and offenses involving indecent images of children and extreme pornography. Yeah, you do your push-ups, brothers. Fucking buffoons. Like if any of these people are married, I would hope to God their wives or girlfriends would be like, yeah, we're done. You're like going to the prison to do push-ups to defend the Tate brothers and demand that they get released.
Yeah, that's just, you're just idiotic. Okay.
Someone's
Okay.
drinking the Tate brother Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Wow.
Yucky. Well, let's go into what we watched because guess what
Yes.
happened?
What happened? You watched so much stuff.
No,
What in
no,
the
no, I didn't. Those are notes.
world?
Those are notes.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay. I was gonna say,
You don't
whoa.
take notes, so it's always like this person, this person. I don't know what happened here. I took notes as the show was happening because guess what? The House of the Dragon season 3 finale happens. Off the
Mm-hmm.
top, before we go into
Yeah,
the 5 points, what did you think?
I thought it was good. Yeah. I did write some notes. They're much shorter than yours. I'll brief you. Ready? The kids, the brothers, the queen being a real C, and Toby Maguire look alike.
Oh, don't
Boom.
lie. Okay. I wish I can include a screenshot in the description to show you like my notes compared to Dami's notes. Dami's notes read very
Minus one bullet.
Dami's notes reads very
Yours is
AI,
fine.
AI student. Mine is textbook student. Okay, let's go point by point. So, townsperson saying that we will be leading them to the slaughter with will be her uncle, husband, and lover. That guy loved him. I think that was Ulf. 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 He was in the pub and he literally said, leading them to the slaughter will be her uncle. No, 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 my bad. Her lover. Oh, no, 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 her husband. I got a chuckle. Rhaenyra having guards force feed Helena gruel to keep her baby alive because she was having a uh what is it? Starving protest,
Oh yeah.
anti-eating protest.
Sure. Starvation protest.
I forgot what it's called. There's actually something called it.
There
Anyway.
is, yeah. Anyways. Mhm.
And then I just want to go also into the innocent children of war, like the poor kids who are like peeing themselves and throwing up on the before the battle happened. I'm like,
Oh,
protect
yeah,
the
that was rough.
babies.
What in the world?
Oh,
Yeah. Hmm.
but
Yeah.
it's like obviously that definitely did happen. They didn't care how old you were. If you could stand up on your own and hold something to defend your
Mm.
people, you're gonna go to war, I guess, childs or not.
Mm, hopefully that didn't
Um,
happen.
oh, you know that happened in real life. You know that's happening now, I'm sure overseas. Um, I know. That's what makes me sad. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
well, Ormond died. And you know how he died? He was killed by Ulf
Hmm.
after being stabbed directly in his asshole by
That
Roddy.
was so funny. That was such a Game of Thrones kill. Like some kind of death that just, makes you chuckle in a weird way.
You did not let him die before saying, this is giving you the proper fucking by the North. And then Roddy the Ruin and Ormond by Dracarys, like fire.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, and also I love that actor. He was in so many things. He was in Sons of Anarchy. Loved him. I put the link there of like showing you everything he's been in, but I love Roddy. Peaky Blinders, Sons of Anarchy, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. God, he was in so many things. Westworld, The Perfect Couple, Gladiator, Gotham. The list goes on and on and on. I love him.
Yeah.
And then Brothers reunited with the best vocal stem of the year when Aemond is going to choose his new option with Alice, the witchy lady.
Hmm.
And then all of a sudden he realizes because he hears the dragon land, oh, brother's alive. And
Uh-oh.
he literally saunters over and he slaps him in the face and goes, I'm alive.
That was so good. I was
it,
wondering if that was like a director's choice or an actor choice of like, but that was, yeah,
I
great.
rewound that part like 4 times. I was like, this is the best thing I've ever heard because just like
That-
so
yeah.
unserious.
I hope that that is a GIF now. Like that should
Oh,
be
a
like
thousand percent
after,
is.
yeah, like after you've disappeared after a drinking night, like you send that to your friends.
I'm alive. Because he's like so jolly about it. I love it.
Mhm.
And then of course he gets in like imbecile. Um, but then last but not least, Rhaenyra gets back to the castle and then the stitching on the balcony scene and the tapestry. And then we find out Helena has plunged to her death.
Yes. Hmm.
And then the final scene with Alicent seeing the butterflies. And I think she realizes in that moment something's like really bad happened.
Hmm. Yeah.
So now we wait 2 years.
Yeah. That's it. Just 2 years.
They'll fly by. Your children will be 5.
Yeah, that's insane.
My children will be 6 and 8.
Hmm. Whoa. That's crazy. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought Rhaenyra, wow, like you really hate her at the end. You're like, you're, yep, not a fan now. You're a
What did
terrible
you
queen.
what did you think of her little her little, wasn't even little. Her speech she did on the balcony, and then she like dubbed herself as the prince that was promised. What did you think of her speech?
You're grasping at straws. You're just trying, okay? We all see through it. It's bullshit. It's bullshit and you know it and you don't feel like in the what did you say? The Iron Throne cutting her like in the
Oh, she's
episode.
not worthy.
Yeah, she's not worthy. She feels not worthy. Nothing is working. It's not right. She needs to but you know what? I'm like, is it Damon? Is Damon the one who's, so I feel like they're kind of like gonna do that.
Well,
What else
and
did
that the
oh,
thing is like the side by side of but the thing is, I always want to say Dracarys. Daenerys, she emerged from the fire without burns, but then this the king, I'm alive, he has burns. So obviously he's not like in comparison. So yeah, it could be Daemon.
maybe. Also, the Tobey Maguire lookalike note that I wrote
Yeah, who
was
is that?
Helena. So there was like the point where um she's being taken out of the castle and
She who? Okay.
Helena. And she runs into the Shay lookalike, this is her lesbian lover, the queen's lesbian lover,
Oh yeah, yeah, the white worm.
White Worm. And right there, it's like right before she sees her, Helena starts to kind of like get teary-eyed and she's like staring out of I don't know, into the abyss somehow. Charlie stops it and he goes, hold on. He pulls up a picture of Tobey Maguire and I cannot unsee it.
I
It's
love that
so
I would
funny.
that would so be something I would do. Be like, wait, I need to show you at this exact moment. Hold on, my light for my plant just turned off, so it's now I'm in total darkness. Don't mind
So
me.
you are.
But
Anyway,
yeah.
so just really funny. Like I think it's like the face shape and her mouth and a little bit of her eyes. But as I was Googling that, like Tobey Maguire and the actress, a bunch of stuff came up for like people have said that they think that Damon looks like Tobey Maguire, which I'm like, oh,
No,
not as much. No, I think maybe the chin is what people are getting from, but for sure, the actress that plays Helena, 1,000% see it. I will send you maybe later a side by side. Let me see, because you gotta get it just right. Anyways, so that those were my fun
oh
notes.
my God. And speaking of Damon, his dragon, the moment he goes, calls his dragon, and that dragon just struts his waist training ass over. Like, I love all of the edits that I've seen where it was like, lick it well, lick it good. Like she's like struts. It's like it's so funny. And then it's like literally all these different edits I've seen it. I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. Because yeah, he's literally on his like, it's like, do you think she gets jealous when he's on his little land dragon? AKA the horse.
So funny. What else
I'm
did you watch?
oh, I thought you were pulling something up. Okay. So speaking of watch party movie night extravaganza after the decorating had taken place, we have watched Beetlejuice was the first night. So they love
Mhm.
Beetlejuice, they love it. Halloween Town, obviously. And then also introduce them to one of my personal favorites, which actually I always think of you whenever I watch it, and I'll tell you why. Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events.
Love a good lemony snickets. I don't,
It's
why do you think of me though? How do you know that? What did we watch it together?
no,
I don't remember.
no, we did not. I think of you every time because you guys helped me move from the apartment that I lived in, you and your friend Roy.
Hmm.
And then Roy saw my copy of Lemony Snickets and he borrowed it, and I've never gotten it back. And guess what? I always think of you because you and Roy helped me move. And it was your friend. And I was like, I will never have that copy of Lemony Snickets and the Series of Unfortunate Events.
That is so random.
I know. And it's like, it's so funny because then I distinctly remember he asked to borrow it, and then we went to the gas station like right after before like we dropped everything off, and then of course went to a party, I'm sure after. As we naturally would, we would move. and then
I
go to a
couldn't even
party.
tell you that guy's last name. Like, I don't even remember. He was a friend from school. Yeah.
I have a
Couldn't.
picture of the three of us where I'm in my Chemical Romance makeup, aka my Monday through Friday makeup. Um, and he's sitting next to you.
Oh, that is so funny. You have to send me that. I mean, I think he was definitely like just a friend, but we have like prom pictures too. And I'm like, I have like a bunch of dance pictures too from like other people that like you'd go like on a dance with, like
Yeah.
could not tell you their last name.
No, and it's funny, the pictures I sent you. So I sent Damiana, speaking of the box of pictures that I opened, there were a whole album of photos from the prom. And it was Charlie had gone with his ex-girlfriend, who was a friend of mine. And
Wait,
then
I
that's why I was
totally
like,
forgot.
yeah, I was like, do you want to see that? Because I only sent you the picture of us, like where I'm in it and he's in the background. I didn't send you where it's like she's in there. But no, he had
For that.
black hair. No, I've known this fool since literally my senior year of high school. But
Mm.
no, it's so funny because I'm like, I saw pictures of like who my friends went to the dances with, and I'm like, what happened to that guy? Oh my God, that guy? Oh my God, that guy?
What happens? Lemony Snickets. Cute, cute, cute.
Yeah. But then also still I dove back into my Vampire Diaries rewatch. So I'm on season 4 right now, and I completely, spoiler alert, 20 years later, forgot that Elena turned into a vampire. I
Oh
had
yeah.
no
Yeah.
idea. I had no idea. I completely forgot. And I was like, oh, I thought she like turned back into a human like right away. And I was like, nope, she's running strong as a vampire. And then I also started the show The Shards, which is a Ryan Murphy movie show. And they released 2 episodes. 2 more episodes just came out, yes, 2 days ago. Yesterday,
Okay.
2 days ago. Highly recommend it if you like the 80s and
Yeah, I want
serial
to see
killer
that.
and serial killers.
Mhm. Love that. Okay.
And it has Cindy Crawford's daughter, Kaya Gerber. Let me tell you,
Gorgeous. Yeah.
she's her, she's literally her mother's doppelganger.
Yeah. Hmm.
But also I then watched Therapist's interview with her on it. It was Jake Shane's podcast, and she was a guest. She is so funny. She is
Love
not
that.
only beautiful, but she has a personality.
Love that. Yeah.
Oh my God, hoot and a holler. Like she is hilarious. Even like, and then I started following her on Instagram, and even her captions are funny as fuck. So like I love that she has a personality, and like she doesn't just say like I'm pretty. I don't need to have a personality. Um, but yeah, highly recommend it. There's only 4 episodes out as of this week. So it's on Hulu, FX, or Disney Plus. So give it a watch because it is good. Very good. And then last but not least, I watched Until Dawn. So let me talk about this. Apparently it's a video game,
Hmm.
but I was watching something and then it pointed out that the lead from Sterling Point is also in this movie. Then I looked it up. You know who else is in this movie?
Oh, I just saw your note.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Graham, Garrett Graham from Off Campus, Belmont. He's in it. Odessa Zion from I Love LA and a bunch of other stuff. She's in it. Like I said, Eli from the Sterling Point show. The lead girl that sings in K-pop Demon Hunters, she's in it. And same with the guy from Love Victor. Never watched it. He's in it. It's so good. It's basically like they keep dying.
Yeah.
They're trapped in this house. They keep dying and they have to figure out how to like not keep dying. And it's really good. Lots of gruesome death scenes, so just be mindful of that. But I would honestly say 4.5 out of 5 stars. I was entertained. I thought the ending didn't suck bag of dicks. I thought it was great.
Love it.
What do you watch?
Okay. So outside of the House of the Dragon, I started House of Stassi.
Another house.
Yep, another house. Different kind, a little less gruesome. I think I'm on the third episode and I like it. I
Mhm.
think she's really funny. Um, yeah. Yeah, and I could see what you're saying about like the rawness of it too. Like she keeps in some things even like in episode 3 where you're like, "Oh, damn. Okay. I'm at
Like
the
if
part
you're an executive producer, you probably should have cut this out. And like she's like, nope.
I don't think I've gotten quite there.
Mhm.
So where I'm at is she's like at the park asking questions with her husband. But I still think like the part where like
Oh, the
he
park. Oh, you mean the cemetery.
yeah, the cemetery. Yeah, park cemetery.
I love a
Same thing.
cemetery. I bring my kids to cemeteries all the time. No, I don't. But I love them. Love them, love them, love them.
And they're asking each other questions or whatever she's asking him. And but the conversation even before that about like him feeling like he wants to go back to work and her saying like I'll just pay you. Like, yeah, I could see that. That's a tough one. I think a lot of probably people who probably would be tempted to take that out because it doesn't, that's a not that I'm saying she's like I could see if wrapped up in your like you right now, which I think she is, and I'm not saying that like in a really bad way. I think it's easy, especially when you have kids. But I could see how that would be like a bad light too. So and she sees that, so I appreciate that. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll watch this.
I have watched a lot of post show interviews. Now, because like I guess if you don't have Disney Plus or Hulu, it is only coming out weekly. So some people haven't even finished it.
Oh wow, okay, yeah.
So if you have Disney Plus, you can watch the whole fucking thing in one day, like I did.
Hmm.
But she is on like that whirlwind. Once that show gets released, she has to go on every fucking podcast ever.
Yeah.
She has been asked that question like multiple times, like, and she's given a great answer, I think, because she's like, yeah, it doesn't come across well. Because
Hmm.
obviously, if it was a reverse role where a man's like, but she's like, but also think of it as a reverse role where a man's like, oh, honey, baby, sweetie, just stay home and be pretty and you can, and I'll pay you. No one
Yeah.
really would think twice. But it's because it's a
Mm,
woman telling a man, oh, honey, baby, sweetie, you just take care of the kids, even though they have nanny. They take care of the kids, take care of the lunches. I'll pay you.
mm.
It's a whole fucking
It's true.
torch
Yeah.
through the town. The townspeople are in a frenzy because I think of the fact is like it's they haven't seen it firsthand that this actually exists in the world. Like where some women do actually bring home the bacon and they fry it up in a pan, and then their husbands have to play the wife role that is like the cliche gender role that we're so used to.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I think it's I didn't I was asking myself the same thing because I think she kind of alludes to that too and like is this because it's role reversal or like but from like a partner level I think and I'm not like harshly at all judging her. I actually really do see like you're in the groove um just as a human, right? You just had kids, you're getting like you're getting all your goals together and you're like I'm on a roll. I'm going and doing it and someone is like hey, me, and you're like, what do you mean? Like, we're good.
But I'm setting us all
So
up
I'm
for success
giving
here.
her
What
a
are you
lot of
talking
grace.
about?
Yeah. I'm giving her a lot of grace. For me, it's not, I think it's just like from a partner level. And sometimes it takes people, you know, I think it takes them a minute. Sometimes it takes them longer to like get it. Oh, you're really like struggling. So
You're
I'm
not
assuming
happy.
yeah, I think that's probably the case. So
So,
anyways, I
what would
like
make
it.
you feel better though is skip ahead now. He's actually back at work,
Cute. Yeah.
but
He has to be.
no,
Uh-huh. Uh-oh.
but because of all the press for the show, he's had to call off of work a lot. So he doesn't actually get
Oh,
to work as much as he can because he has so much, he's so busy with this. And then she's
yeah.
like, in her interview, she's like, right now he's literally out playing golf with his friends. She's like,
That's good too, though. That's
I
good
know,
too. I think,
she's like,
yeah.
so he's not in the office right now. He's not on his casting, like casting people for things. He's right now playing golf. So I think it's a matter of it was definitely where he needed some outside of the house balance,
Yes.
but also he's fine. And she's like, we're both fine. Like, because everyone's like, are you worried that you're going to get divorced if second season comes around? She's like, no.
No, they seem so cute. Just in like the little moments that I saw, they seem good. And he really, really loves it. Seems like he really loves her too. So Yeah, I think that's all I was taking it as too. Is like this is like you need a break. And
Yeah.
I
And
can
that,
identify with that when you're like, I am, yeah.
well, and
Whoa.
trust me, I've been there where I'm like, I'm asking just literally for an hour to myself and I get metaphorically slapped on the hand. Like, how could you even ask me that question? You're not grateful to be a mother? Like, you should be so grateful. Some people can't even be mothers. You're asking for an hour to yourself. Wow, you're a
Insane.
horrible person.
Yeah.
So I think it's like it's not that level, but I think it's like she still could have probably
No.
she could have been a little bit more receptive.
I just don't think it hit her, right? Like as I think when you're in the groove, you're in the groove. And yeah,
You're like,
she's
I'm setting us up for our kids up for generational success. What are you talking about?
okay, so outside of that, I put the silo, but I actually really didn't. The silo is the the joke show for me. It's not that it's funny, it's not that I don't like it. It's that I literally just like can't. I mean, I literally hit play and my husband wasn't paying attention and he said, "Wait, I'm not paying attention." And I threw the remote down on the bed very aggressively. It didn't hit anyone, but I was like, I don't even care.
Why do you guys put yourself through this? Why I know that we're all completionists, like we're very like guilty of being completionists. You got to give it up at some point. I had to give up when I was watching that like the last thing he said show with Jennifer Garner because it was hogwash. You got to let it go, girl. You both
It's not even
do.
that it's bad. It's actually a very good show, and I
Well, you guys
really
aren't
like
paying
it. But
attention.
yeah, we're not paying attention, and we're like both just not ready for it. So we're gonna put that one away, file it for later. Ted Lasso, wonderful, love it, absolutely adorable. If you're not watching it, again, what are you doing? Okay, and then I'm gonna say this first one, my last one now. So by proxy, not by YouTube. I watched Mortal Kombat in bits and pieces and heard it while I was trying to sleep, and it is awful. Oh my God, I cannot believe my husband even finished that. I literally told him, turn off the TV. This crap is not worth the lack of sleep. And he
What did
was
he
like,
think about it?
he thought it was terrible.
Mm.
Like a day later, he was like, man, that Mortal Kombat movie
No,
was
and I told you this offline
terrible.
that all I've been hearing is like there were so many high hopes,
Yes.
all squashed.
Oh, so bad. So bad. Okay, and then what I watch, which I'll talk about a little bit more in detail, is Roof Man. Have you heard of Roof Man?
I haven't even heard of whispering or even looked at a picture of a title card that says Roofman. I have no idea what the hell this is about.
Okay, and I think that I watched it on Paramount.
Okay.
It has Channing Tatum, Kirsten Dunst, sorry, Juno Temple from actually, well, you don't watch Ted Lasso, but from Ted Lasso. Um, Lily Coulias, I don't know who she is, Peter Dinklage, and Lakeith Stanfield, who you would recognize.
Question,
Very
is this
handsome
new
man.
or old?
This is new, I believe. It came out in 2025, at the end of 2025. Okay, and it's based off of a real story. So this former soldier and professional thief, he was called the Roof Man. He would break in to McDonald's through the roof and stole like a bunch of money. So I'll read you the synopsis. After escaping from prison, former soldier and professional thief Jeffrey Manchester finds a hideout inside a Toys R Us, surviving undetected for months while planning his next move. However, when Jeffrey falls for a divorced mom, his double life starts to unravel, setting off a compelling and suspenseful game of cat and mouse as his past closes in. Oh man, it's like you're rooting for him and he's so smart. This person is like said to be like very, very intelligent. He watches like all the different details, but he just has like so much heart that it gets him in trouble. Like he doesn't want to see anyone hurt, but he's a thief. So it kind of makes him like the smartest idiot. You know what I
Well,
mean?
and
But
it's like
it's
it's
so
definitely the case where
fun.
you're like rooting for the villain.
You are. You totally are. You're like, get on the plane. What are you doing? So, I think if you have some extra time, this is a good one. It was funny. It was
Wait,
sweet.
where
It
do
was
you
like
watch it?
I watched it on Paramount. It says MGM.
Oh,
I don't, yeah, but I don't know. But yeah, Paramount would be another one. It looks like it's on Amazon Prime. It looks like it's on YouTube too. So anyways, yeah, that one was so cute. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Okay, before let's leave on this note. Hold on. Mortal Kombat. Okay, guys, drum roll, please. What is the Rotten Tomatoes percentage for Mortal Kombat? Your first guess, go.
16%.
You know what? I was gonna say 20. It is 64% from Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see what the actual people.
Wait a second.
Whoa, is this the right one? What? That's insane. Tomato meter, 64%. Popcorn meter, 86%. I am blown away.
But
What
I
in the
only have heard
world?
bad things.
Now I have to raise my bar. Remember when I told you I was like, I'm not watching any movies that aren't like 85 or above. Now it's 90. You fucked it up, Mortal Kombat.
Way to go, Mortal Kombat. Way to go, Rotten Tomatoes. Way to go,
Oh
people.
man,
The people.
really bad. Really bad people. Okay. Anyway, that's it. That's
Well,
all I got.
as always, give us a comment here or there and let us know what we should be watching. If we are not talking about the thing that you're like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. I can't believe they're not watching it. Drop it in the comments. DM
Mhm.
us if you're shy. I don't care. Just tell us what we need to be watching because right now I'm just going to be I'm like already I'm in like the 4 foot deep level of a pool and I'm in all the Halloween movies right now. So don't you worry, your pretty little faces. I'll be covering all of those. But if there's anything else that we need to watch that's like outside of that world, let us know. But per usual, comment, like, subscribe, do something. We love you. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.